All right, we are live. Apologies for being a little late, and it is just me this week. No Anna. Hopefully, I'll get into why in that in the full audio podcast, but it is just me, Jason Sohail. If you guys don't know, this is the Turtle Recall News Edition, the solo edition. Welcome to just the Jason version of the Turtle Recall news. This week on the audio podcast, we will be going over the episode Northern Lights Out. It will be released this Thursday, hopefully. We've been doing Fridays a lot lately, only just because of scheduling problems. But this Thursday should be the full audio podcast wherever you listen to podcasts. And in the full audio podcast, Anna will be there. But this week is just me, by myself. And also, just to let you guys know that for starting next week, the news will be back on Tuesdays. So we're gonna go back to Tuesdays. Haven't picked a time yet for that. And what is going on? I can't see. How are you? But yes, starting next week, we're putting the news back on Tuesdays. Make it Turtle Tuesdays. But let's get to this week's news. Like I said, doing this solo. So the first thing I do want to get into is actually this. If you remember, it was about a few months ago, we talked about the Ninja Turtles, Mecha, the Mecha figures. We weren't sure if they were figures. We weren't sure if they were model kits. We weren't sure if they were coming to America. Well, we got some more information straight from the company Heat Boys, which they are doing these figures. And so they answered some of the questions. They said that these are indeed action figures. So these are not model kits. They will be action figures. We don't have a price on them yet. If you remember, they showed all four turtles. So they said the first one that's coming out will be Leonardo, and the ETA will be the ETA will be 2002. I'm sorry, 2002. Sorry, 2022. It'll be 2022, and like I said, they're action figures. For Leo, they're showing off some gifts of some of the things they can do. And Leo in particular is really cool because there's actually a cockpit that you can put a little tiny Leonardo inside. So it was a really cool thing that they showed, and then they showed some of the other ones, some of the Gatling guns as rotating for I think it was Donatello or Michelangelo. They were just showing some of the hand movements on some of the other figures. These look really awesome. So I'm really happy that they're going to be here, coming to America. This is definitely a collection I definitely want to add to our collection. It looks really cool, and I'm really, so they only showed off Leonardo with the actual the cockpit, but I'm hoping all four turtles will have this. So that's the information we got with this. Like I said, the ETA, they just said 2022. They didn't really give us didn't say really like summer or spring, or spring. We're already in spring. Spring is almost over, but they didn't say summer or fall or anything like that, or winter. So hopefully soonish. But they did leave us with this next image. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, they showed off their design for a Shredder mech, and the Shredder mech looks incredible. It almost looks like the 2003 Shredder, and it looks really cool. They just showed off the concept design. We haven't seen like what the molds or the figure molds look like for this one yet, but can't wait for these. Once we get even more information, we'll definitely pass that on to you guys. Really excited. Really excited about these figures. I love like the whole mech feel with it. All right, so the rest of this news portion, we're going to be talking about our good buddies Neca. So, all right, if you guys are listening to if you guys are watching from the YouTube podcast, like live right now, we are recording Sunday, and that means tomorrow is World Turtle Day. And if you guys don't know, NECA's World Turtle Day tradition is to reveal the Ninja Turtle San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, like whatever figure or set, whatever they decide to do. NECA has came out and said that they have came out and said that starting next week, which technically would be tomorrow, each day they will be revealing their NECA Comic-Con exclusives for 2022. So basically, keep your eyes on that NECA Twitter or Instagram account. Probably around 11. 11's like when NECA like kind of like starts getting active. 11 Eastern Standard Time, I should say. So 11 Eastern Standard Time, 8 a.m. Pacific. Like that's usually when they get active, and I'm guessing that's when they're going to release. That's when they're going to tease us with their either going to be tease or show us off what their next Ninja Turtle Comic-Con exclusive set will be. The only thing we don't know, hopefully they'll let us know tomorrow. We don't know if this is going to be like a like only in Comic-Con, like in San Diego, or if it's going to be like the past few years has been. It's been at Target only because there was no San Diego going on, so they had to put the exclusive somewhere. We don't know, like, you know, and also in the past, what they used to do was they used to have like, okay, you had like limited numbers on the NECA site, and then you had to get the rest. The rest were at Comic-Con. So hopefully they'll give us that information tomorrow. Before I move on, I can't see does say it. It does, but too bad they didn't do a mech base out of the shadows. That would have been a really cool one to make that mech shredder that we talked about earlier, to make it look like from the Out of the Shadows movie. I actually like. I mean, I know a lot of people don't like that movie. It's all right. But you know, the parts where like Shredder comes out and he comes in his armor and starts like moving the like, you know, like having like the armor like kind of go in and having the spikes come out. I thought it was cool. It was cool like visually. I liked it. But you know, I understand for a lot of people both Out of the Shadows and the 2014 Ninja Turtles movie, both produced by Michael Bay, were not their favorites. I understand. But all right. So, going back into NECA, because that was, so, you know, tomorrow we'll find out what their Ninja Turtle exclusives are. More than likely, yes. And also, a legendary black guy said it was cool. Thank you for agreeing me with that. NECA has also revealed the box art of the Ninja Turtles Cross Universal Monsters Mikey as the Mummy figure. So this is the box art for it. Like, you know, and if you're at for people only listen to the audio version, it's like we have the front of the box. It's just one of like the simple pictures of like just Mike, like a big frame of Mikey's face with one of the heads that you have available for him, and then the back is kind of almost similar to like a Universal Monsters movie. If you have the Raphael figure, it's in that same like likeness where it just makes it look like, so, oh, the mummy is here, oh, and like like you can almost hear like that announcer voice like trying to make it all scary and everything. Really cool art. They obviously revealed this for this month because this is the month of May, and NECA has labeled it as Monster Mayhem. If you guys don't know, NECA mainly does they do horror action figures, so they wanted to they like each day in May they've been like revealing a new like horror themed figure. So we got some like Ninja Turtle reveal, since we have like the Universal's monster crossover with the Turtles, but that's not the only thing that NECA has revealed. They have also revealed what Donatello will be for this figure line, and he will be the Invisible Man. And they showed off his actual box art and everything. Looks really cool. Basically, Invisible Man, like if you guys imagine him, it's a person with a lot of bandages over his face and a lot of clothes, because that's how we make him invisible, because we can't actually see what's underneath. I mean, I know the character is the Invisible Man. I would have liked it if they actually called him the Invisible Turtle, but I don't think Universal monsters have they probably don't have like a license for the Invisible Turtle or anything like that. I mean, I don't know how that stuff work. But like, I know for a lot of people, a lot of people kept questioning me, because especially the fourth figure was April, and everyone was like, so where's Donatello? Where's Donatello? And here is Donatello. We don't have like a release date. We don't have pre-orders for this one yet. But we do have an image, an official image for Donatello as the Invisible Man. So I really enjoy that. So something I can't see has wrote. He said, I'd love to see a TMNT slasher crossover. Mikey as Myers and Casey Jones as Jason are obvious examples. That would be really cool. I don't know. I think, oh gosh, it's Legendary Pictures. So I guess, and Legendary Pictures is now they're now, what's it called? Warner Brothers. I am hopefully like NECA can get, like, I mean, they already have like the toy license to get actually those characters, so hopefully they can actually work out a deal, because I mean, there's that, I don't know, I think it's like the picture's like 10 years old, where like people made the custom figures of the actual like the Turtles as like slasher characters, like Jason and Freddy and all those characters. It would be actually really cool to get like official, and like, to be honest, like, I can't imagine another company other than NECA doing it, because NECA already do those characters. They do a really good job with the horror characters, so I would love for them to do that. Something Legendary Black Guy said. He says that I need a second job for all these figures to buy. You know what? You and me both. Somehow I still can afford these figures, but at one point I know that like I'm gonna have to like draw a line. I'm like, oh man, what do I not get and everything. I mean, we've had some like legendary figures being revealed, like some of them that's already been released. I can't wait for, I mean, it really does like feel like every day, like, oh wow, like how can, like, I really feel like the companies are trying to like one up each other, and they're succeeding, and unfortunately our wallets are the losers from this, just because we're like, oh, these are really cool, and then we're like, oh man, I gotta pay for all this if I want them. But yeah, that is everything we have for this week. Just as a reminder, Be sure to keep up with the Neca of social media. Don't worry, once they post it, we will repost it on our social medias. Wherever you're following us on social media. But more likely tomorrow will be their Ninja Turtles. Their Ninja Turtles Comic-Con exclusive reveal, because tomorrow is World Turtle Day. Also, I wouldn't be surprised if on Tuesday they have another reveal, only because NECA loves to do Turtles Tuesdays. And speaking of Turtle Tuesdays, starting next week, the news section will be on Tuesdays. We originally put it on Tuesdays. We're going to go put it back on Tuesdays. And hopefully next time I won't be doing this by myself. So, trying to fill in dead air by myself. But, let me know. Did you guys like me doing it by myself? Or were you guys felt the void of Anna not being here, be like, oh no, something's missing? Definitely let me know on that. I would love to hear from you guys. But that's all we have for this week. The full audio podcast will be released this Thursday wherever you get podcasts. Where Google, Apple, wherever. A lot of people like to do what's it called, Spotify. We're on Spotify as well. It will be on the episode Northern Lights Out, and most importantly, Anna will be in that podcast as well. So it's not it's not just me trying to look at the episode by myself. Her eyes are going to also be looking at the episode as well. Thank you, everyone who joined us for this week. Thank you, I Can't See, and the Legendary Black Guy for joining in on the conversation and adding your guys' input. Couldn't do it without you, especially the fact I was doing it alone this week. All right, till next time, guys. See ya.